everyone, welcome back to Totally Forkable. I'm very excited to be back with this video in particular. This is going to be a really short intro because I do want to get right into the taste test. It is different from all of my other taste test reviews and you'll see why. It's a lot of fun and I think you're going to like it. When I did my last Very Good Butcher review and taste test, it was because a subscriber had gifted me with a gift card. This same subscriber reached out to me again a few months ago and was like, hey, they have a gluten-free line out now. Here's another gift card if you want to try it. Because my biggest complaint the first time was the overuse, in my opinion, of Vital Wheat gluten. This line is called the Butcher's Select line. At first it said that it was only available for a limited time. Now it doesn't say that, so I guess they've decided to keep it. I ordered the Butcher's Select box. It came with the burgers, the Cajun sausages, the meatballs, and the breakfast sausages. So those are the 4 that I tried, but the one that it didn't have were the bratwurst sausages. So did not try those, but tried everything else. I also want to touch on ingredients because I don't really talk about that too much in the taste test. These products actually have a huge variety of ingredients, but the ones that are most commonly seen throughout all of them are pea protein, yellow split peas, navy beans, mung bean protein, and chickpeas. But there are honestly so many ingredients in these products, so I'm going to put all the ingredients lists on the screen so you can see. Feel free to pause if you want to take a closer look, but as you can see, there's way too many ingredients to list. So that's it for now. Let's jump into the taste test. Like I said, it's pretty fun. Hope you enjoy it, and here we go.
I'm nervous, I'm not even in it.
Guys, she's starting.
Quiet on set.
Yeah, sorry.
I've got some of my friends here with me who are gonna be helping. We've got a little peanut gallery over here. So we're gonna have a lot of taste testers, a lot of opinions this time, so it won't just be my opinion. So if you don't like my opinion, you could be mad at other people this time. In my first Very Good Butcher video, people really didn't like that I didn't try the meats in context of how you would normally eat them. For example, I didn't try the burgers like in a burger bun with all the fixings. I just ate it by itself and I didn't follow the prepping instructions, which a lot of people didn't like. The prepping instructions are really simple on these. You basically just like heat them up in a pan, and we are gonna be trying them in context, so you'll see how we're gonna try them. Yeah, get started cooking. I think maybe we should do burgers and these Cajun sausages first, right? Actually, I don't think I've had these. I've had the mature cheddar. We're doing Violife cheddar slices, the regular cheddar, which is like the orangey one.
My dad and I smoked tofu.
For a second, I was thinking of it like
That's what I was talking to.
I think it's the way you said it.
Yeah, my dad and I
we smoked
tofu. You didn't say it like that. I got it?
No. Smell really good.
They smell good, don't they? They smell really flavorful.
Yeah, they look and smell good. I'm
They
surprised.
smell really good.
I'm really impressed with how these are cooking. The gluten ones were sticking like crazy. Well, actually, they suck.
You gotta
So I was gonna do ketchup on one side, mayo on the other, and then like lay a couple pickles across maybe. They say 7 minutes. Do you think that was about that?
I don't know. I would say it's more 10 or 12.
Yeah,
But
it
that
was
was
longer.
also 'cause
It's always
we
longer than they
didn't-
say.
Was it cooked enough?
Oh God. It's interesting. It's very different from Beyond Meat.
There's
Right?
some herb flavor.
I kind of like it more than Beyond Meat.
It's very firm.
It's firm.
Yeah.
It's very firm.
It's firmer than a lot of other burgers.
I like the flavor more than Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat has a very distinct flavor and aftertaste.
Yeah.
I'm not getting that as much here.
I like the flavor. I'm not so sure about the texture.
other burgers like Beyond and Impossible, what happens when I bite down on it, it kind of breaks apart a little bit.
Yeah. Right.
And it's a little more like spongy, I guess, or less dense like this is. Like this feels a little bit more like it has like a rubbery texture to it.
I agree with you, Paul. I like the flavor of this better.
But
Because it's less similar to real meat. 'Cause
Herby.
the other one has that sort of like irony taste in it, which
Yeah.
I love.
Right.
Like bloody.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that iron flavor that
Which
you
I
get.
don't love.
That's the thing about it being like in context, there's enough other textures to kind of distract from it.
Yeah, I agree, Marielle. The flavor's great, the texture's kind of weird.
The
Is that
texture-
sort of, that seems to be the kind of consensus.
Yeah, the texture is definitely a little weird.
I'm just gonna do mustard on this, is that okay?
yeah.
I don't know if it.
Well, if anybody doesn't want anything.
I love it. This is why I invited you guys over. Like Andrews will have a robust appetite.
I don't know about you, but we like plan to spend the whole day with you guys if that's okay.
I
Yeah.
wanted to have
Like
dinner.
the entire day.
That's okay. Feels similar texture, I'm already can tell.
Look at that color.
I know.
Is there turmeric in that? There must be.
It's probably like red pepper, like cayenne or something.
Huh.
Well, I mean,
Something
you
tastes
might be
weird
right.
here. Is there
Is there
carrot?
carrot?
Yeah, it tastes very vegetable-y.
It tastes like a carrot. Or it looks like a carrot.
I don't read carrot.
No, Lily, keep looking.
Yeah, I'm not seeing carrot.
Whoa.
It's very orangey.
Right? How do you get that color?
There's no carrot in here?
No, it tastes like carrot.
It looks like
It
carrot.
looks like shredded carrot.
That is why it has like a really weird,
weird,
flavor.
right?
I think
Yeah.
I like this, but it's not what I expected.
I really,
Yeah,
really
towards the
like
end.
this.
Yeah.
No?
I
Yeah,
really like it.
I like it too.
I like comparing it to like it's not a like Beyond sausage but it's really close to like that texture in the middle because it's not bready. It's not like those field roasts. Those
Yeah.
feel like I'm eating bread.
Yeah.
You know what I think this would be really good with? Sausage and peppers.
Yeah.
A lot of people said they did that, or chili.
Or yeah, it would be really good in chili.
It's quite like juicy too. Normally these kind of products are really dry.
This is really
I
good.
don't know if it's the way you prepared it.
be
or
like it.
Yeah.
If someone's getting this product, they're bringing it home and they're trying to cook it.
Yeah.
If it's that hard to figure out how to do it right, they're not going to get it together.
I would rate like out of a 10 those sausages.
Yeah.
Like it's a solid like 9.2.
I think we should cut, reset, and then start filming again when we do the next phase, right? Anyone have any final thoughts?
I'm having fun.
Oh god, I'm really glad to hear that.
Plant-based butchery.
But
Are
there's-
we
you take
need
away
to
from the
taste the
flavor.
actual flavor
Yeah.
of the meatballs. You can't spice it up.
But we're putting sauce on it anyway. That has a ton of flavor.
Yeah, but
it's
that's
just
how a
sauce.
normal person would.
I'm
You
torn.
have to base this on someone like me buying this.
That was my theory in the first
Yeah.
video, but people didn't like that.
I think we should make it as good as possible as someone who knows how to cook.
Like
Let's
as
just
much
try
as
it.
I kind of want to try it on its own, I also feel like let's give it a chance
Let's give it a
to
chance.
taste
Let's
as
try
good
to make
as
it
it
as good as
possibly
possible.
can. Andrew's is gonna do them.
I'm just gonna cook these in olive oil and brown them, and then I'll put in some tomato sauce and some dry herbs. Nothing fancy.
This is excellent because it's very different from what I did last time. Heat and oil pan, medium high. Yeah, these are going to be pretty simple, similar to the other sausages. I'm kind of really curious about these.
I think
Like-
now we can just let it simmer for
Okay.
a few, and then
Cool.
does this fit?
Yep. I guess I'll fry these up, the breakfast sausages. Getting full. How many of these should we make?
Make four.
These look kind of
Five,
disgusting.
four,
Let me see.
four.
They're just all like wrinkled, like
Ew.
they're just all like wrinkled.
It's like wrinkled pop. Those don't look appetizing.
I just use olive oil and salt.
I just noticed you had the dish towel on your shoulder. I was like, oh, where's that other towel? Why did you do that?
And then they
You have to
had
pay
go-
for it, right? It's like expensive.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they had to go directly to their hotel room and quarantine until they got their results back, which was like.
I think those are ready.
Okay, I'll turn it off. Let's all try the sausages first.
You want to? Ew. Ew! It's like rolled around, picked up all the crumbs that are on the plate too. But it's like snake skin.
Similar texture to the other sausage.
Yeah. I'm not really into it.
I'm not into it.
Can I try it with maple syrup?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't like it.
It's also not breakfast time, so let's try to make it breakfast time. Put a little maple syrup in there.
Nothing about these says like this is specifically breakfast.
Right.
Like, this could be anything.
It's just like some.
It's just a gimmick.
I think it's the sizing of them,
Yeah,
basically.
they look like little.
Yeah, like little links, I guess.
Yeah.
So I like the texture on this one better.
Really?
I like the flavor less.
Interesting.
I don't like the texture.
I don't like either.
I think I'm just getting sick of this texture.
It's really dense.
Gardein and the Trader Joe's ones.
I literally just tried to cut
That's
it.
what you mean, right?
I tried to cut it with my fork and it went splatting and flying across my plate.
This is. I think this is the biggest miss so far.
Oh no. Oh
I was
no.
really optimistic for
Me
it.
too.
I like really
no.
dressed it up too. I was
I know
really,
the sauce
Why
is the
is
best
it
part.
so? It's. I can barely cut it with
like
a
we
fork.
really tried to make these like go. We, went
We
for
gave
it.
these the most chance that
Yeah.
anyone could ever give them.
It almost tastes sour.
It's flavorless.
Ew,
And it's kind of disgusting.
It tastes like vinegary.
I'm not getting the vinegar, but I'm not getting anything.
Sorry.
Let's see what Diane
No, it's
thinks.
not your fault.
No,
We
let's
said
not
we
say
said the
anything.
sauce. We really
Let's not say anything. Let's see what Diane thinks.
thinks.
Careful when you cut it, Ryan.
It's really hard.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
It's so dense.
The-
They should have a little bit of a crumble to them.
Yeah,
like,
they break
Yeah.
up and you can
Yeah.
break
With a
them up
fork.
into the
You should be able
sauce.
to break a
With a
meatball
fork.
up with
We
a
should be able to
fork.
flatten
it
them
should
with
be
a fork.
totally forkable.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't mind. The
Oh,
flavor is
stupid.
kind of fine. It's just too hard.
I didn't like the
It's
flavor.
not. It's not nice to eat.
It's not nice to eat.
It doesn't have a good mouthfeel.
The other meats.
That's really important. You have to either be wanting to capture like a vegan audience or a meat eating audience. I don't know which one this would be for. Because it's not like realistically meaty enough that for meat lovers, but it's also not like vegan-y enough for vegans.
The Cajun sausage for sure. That stole the show.
I'm really
Spicy,
glad you liked it.
Texture was good. Everything else.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to agree with that. Like, I really didn't enjoy anything else, and that one I didn't like love, but I liked it enough. So yeah, that's gonna be my vote too.
Yeah, me too. The Cajun sausage was really good. Everything else was very mediocre, and the meatballs I think were even below.
I concur with Paul. I think the sausages were to a level where I would buy them. I would go out and buy them and
Yeah.
eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything else would not be worth my money.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what you got to think about. Like, if you saw
Right.
these on the shelves in Whole
Yeah.
Foods with all the other stuff,
Like,
would
would
you
you
pick
buy them?
these instead of
Yeah.
those? Everyone else seems to really like this stuff, and, and I'm just like, ugh.
I think the marketing about that, like, I think they should not really
Yeah.
say they're breakfast because they don't really feel, they don't
And
taste
then
like
it gives you a
breakfast.
false expectation
Yeah.
to be let down by.
I'm so sad about the meatballs.
Sorry. Thank you guys so much for joining me, my special guest. It was so fun. That's it for the taste test. Hello again. So after having some time to reflect since we did the taste test, my sort of takeaway is that it really was the textures for me that I just really didn't like. I think texture with meat alternatives is so incredibly important. That being said, the tastes I also wasn't really crazy about for most of the products. I just thought that they kind of missed the mark, you know, with the burgers being overly herby, the meatballs being overly acidic. Because in the video we cooked the burgers and the Cajun sausages a little bit longer than the recommended cook time, I wanted to do another batch to just make sure that I was doing it exactly to the cook time, exactly to the recommended temperature, so that no one can say, well, the texture was that way because you overcooked it. I didn't think the texture was going to change either way, but I wanted to see just to be sure. So I actually did that today with the burger and the Cajun sausage, and as predicted, the texture was exactly the same. In fact, the reason we kept cooking it after the recommended cooking time was that the burger was still pink in places, and the sausage really didn't seem like it was done. So unfortunately, I think that's just the way they are. Like I said, texture is so important in mock meats, so that was a big miss for me. Also, I thought it was worth mentioning that, as you saw, the ingredients list is very long with lots of complicated, hard to pronounce words, and Very Good Butcher's whole thing from the beginning was supposed to be that their ingredients lists were simple, short, all whole plant foods, nothing you couldn't pronounce. But with the Butcher's Select line, they seem to have gone away from that a little bit. A lot of people commented on my last video saying they're different from Beyond Meat because Beyond Meat is all processed foods, whereas this is all whole foods. That doesn't really seem to be the case with the Butcher's Select line. In fact, the Butcher's Select ingredients list is much longer than the Beyond Meat ingredients list. Just an observation. I really wish I had liked them more. I was very excited to try these, but I'm curious if you've had a chance to try them. What did you think, or what you've sort of seen as the consensus, because I haven't really looked into other people's reviews, but I would be curious to know. So that's it for the video. Thanks so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, if you learned something new, and I'll see you next time. Bye.